kind of on the topic of transportation, I've got Bob and Jackie here that just joined me. They're from Summit Express. So, not only do we have, great transportation here within the county, but you guys are the go-to folks for getting people to and from the county, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So give me a little introduction to what is new at Summit Express and what's happening with you guys.
Well, Summit Express, we're running year-round for the first time in 7 years.
Oh, wow.
Traditionally we run in the fall, but this year we're running through the spring season, and we'll continue that on through the summer into the fall and, of course, winter season as well.
It's like a lot of us locals know that summers are great here, but it seems like as years go on, the off seasons are not quite as off as they were. It seems like there's a lot of people that still need to get to and from Summit County.
Mud season's often the term that we use, but we're shifting that to spring season
right
now. And because things it's not like it used to be. We're busy year round, and that's the same for Summit Express as well.
So I know most often that I've used you guys before was going to and from the airport. Tell me a little bit about the types of services that you guys offer, and what are some great things that people should know if they do need a ride to and from the county.
Sure, we've got a couple different types of service. We have door-to-door service, so we can pick up right from the house or the lodge or wherever they're staying. We offer the transportation center in Breckenridge, which is the gondola, and the bus transit center, and then also the Frisco transfer station. Those are historically a couple of the reduced prices people can save. Instead of paying the door-to-door price, they can offer. But we're kind of bringing that together for the spring season. We're offering some 6-packs and 10-pack deals, and at the transfer station prices, but the door-to-door service. And then we offer 15-passenger vans and 10-passenger vans. Both include room for luggage, and then private vehicles. So if you have something that is either super early in the morning, super late, very similar to like the Uber service, but the private vehicles, all 4-wheel drive, the SUVs. So those are kind of the different types of service: door-to-door, transfer center, and then private cars as well.
So I love that you guys offer so many different varieties of those services too, depending on, if it's a whole family or maybe someone just trying to get to the airport, or, that definitely saves on, dealing with parking and everything is just horrendous in Denver. So I think that's a huge, benefit to mention too, is you don't have to deal with driving.
Exactly. And the guests that come up here vary from those visiting us locals, our friends and family. They may just prefer the transfer center where you can pick them up, but you don't want to spend the 6 hours driving to and from the airport to get them.
Right.
Versus then your true tourists who the mom and dad, and they've got a 2 and a 3-year-old, they don't want to deal with a shared shuttle and have their screaming kids impact everybody else, so they'll do the private SUV ride where it's just their family and the dad can finally relax after the airplane travel experience. And so we do really try to cater to several different needs that are out there for all the various people that come up to Summit County. We do service Eagle County as well, and that's the private car service to Eagle County.
Okay. Now going back to those shared rides, I think that's kind of a nice transition into, thinking about carpooling. All those people aren't driving individual vehicles then if they're all riding together with you guys. So I'm sure there's a lot of, just great environmental contributions that kind of provides for people too.
It sure is. There's, we transport on average annually about 70,000 riders. 70,000 folks. That carbon footprint reduces about 23,000 cars on the road a year.
That's great.
And so that's part of the reason why we started this, was to reduce that carbon footprint to our ski resorts that we all love and enjoy.
Keeping our mountain environment beautiful.
Yes, and certain places like Copper Mountain, Breckenridge, and Keystone where parking is very limited. Even if you are willing to pay the parking prices at the condo, then you'll spend 2 hours driving around town trying to find a parking spot. So we really try to push the Summit Stage, the Breck Free Ride if their guests are staying in Breckenridge, and then we partner with all the resorts that have the in-town shuttles for their properties. And if you're staying at one of those places, there's really no need to rent a car.
Yeah, you really don't even need it.
You don't. And then there's the opposite side of that. As we travel to the airport, we drop you off right at the curb. Right at the baggage claim level. We utilize level 5, which nobody really knows what that is, but that's where all the mass transits come to and from. That's where all the car rental, the hotels, the bus services. So you don't have to go someplace else and hop on another shuttle.
Right.
It goes right to the curb.
That's
right?
convenient, yeah.
You rent a car, you have to go drop the car off, you check it in, you haul your luggage to the bus, and then the bus brings you to the airport, right? Summit Express take you right to the curb.
That's perfect. You know, even just where the airport, you know, long-term parking is, I mean, that's so much extra time. Aside from, I'm sure it gets expensive if someone's going to be gone for, you know, several days. But
Exactly.
you really are like taking out all this unnecessary time. That, you know, going to the airport takes long enough as it is. So why not, you know, cut down on that extra hour of going to and from dealing with all that.
Your paid parking lots and your rental cars, you need to figure at least 30 minutes to an hour. And locals are, you know, just as bad as our guests of forgetting that, you know, and then
Right.
we get the phone calls, oh, I had this horrible experience and I'm not doing anymore. You guys drop us right off curbside, and then I go right to ticketing and I'm on my way. And the same for the return. We pick up curbside. You don't have to take the shuttle bus to the parking and deal with that, or take your beach vacation and come back in flip-flops and it's a snowstorm. And you're walking in
Yeah.
flip-flops in a snowstorm, right? So instead, we pick you up right at the curb.
So I know you guys wanted to also quickly mention some of the specials you guys have going
Yep.
on too. So we might have folks watching right now that are like, oh, I've got a flight coming up. I need to start thinking about that. What do you guys have to offer right now?
So right now, we are offering a spring season sale for door-to-door and transfer centers, but we also have for our frequent riders a 10-pack or a 6-pack option. And those, again, are for either door-to-door or for our transfer center. So you can buy essentially 6 seats to be used by yourself or anybody else. They do have to be booked under the person who paid for them, under their name. But you can give those to anybody, and there's 6 seats for travel by December 13th.
Okay.
You can go to our website and get more information. You can also actually book them online from our website,
that's
which
great.
is a new feature that we just got added last week. And then there's a 10-pack as well for, you know, really frequent travelers, which we do have up here in the county. Several people work or live up here and work elsewhere, so they commute to Denver quite a bit.
Perfect. Well, definitely check out summitexpress.com if you guys are interested in, you know, finding out information about the different types of travel services that they offer. If you do have some traveling coming up or need a ride to and from the city or the airport, definitely our go-to source here in Summit County for getting you there not only safely, but might as well save some money and time while you're at it too. So thanks for stopping in, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back over here at the studio in a little bit.